Hello and welcome to They.Were.Heroes, Week 4. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Doing good.
Good.
Yeah.
Last week we had a little intermission from playing. I believe I was sick, I think it
Yes.
was. Yeah.
You were sick.
And this week we have Rust who's sick. So, unfortunately, we're going to be moving forward without Rust today, but you'll be able to catch her next week. So, how's everybody's week's been? Anything interesting happen with the 2 weeks off?
48 hours worked in the last 48 hours.
Sounds
Somehow
impressive.
he's still talking. And
This is an iced coffee right here. I'm good.
It's almost as if you have an addiction.
Very much so.
hey, we're all addicts here.
How about anybody else? Anything interesting happen with your week?
Ups and downs mostly on my side.
Yeah, just studying, relaxing, wishing just to get a little bit of respite before I head back. But yeah, that's it.
Alright, so if there's nothing else to add, how about you guys work on the recap from last week's game?
We
Oh,
fought
boy, the
something.
recap.
We fought a big thing. We fought it and we won. And then we met two friends, a whore and a rock.
I don't know if you would call them friends.
They're pretty good friends. And when I say whore, it is not actually with a bad connotation. That is just actually what he is.
We're still teaching her what it is.
I understand what the whore is. I just wanted to understand like the machinations of when you actually, when you actually procreate. I was just
Don't forget the
interested
knight in
because-
shining armor.
oh yes, the valiant steed.
Yeah, because we learned that Serena doesn't have the organs to do sex.
Sienna. My name is Sienna.
Yeah, you're gonna have to forgive me on that.
So, we found out, well, we assume because I wanted to play with the gold, this robot thingy came out and attacked us. We go to fight it back, then we notice, hey, there's these two guys trying to help us out. That's kind of cool. We find out it's gym things because Rust figured it out, I believe, that the gym things were the targets, and if we didn't go after the gems, we couldn't have killed it.
Yes.
We take it down. I believe Nobu tries to take the sword.
Well, I tried to take the sword.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, but what I found out is that it's actually fused onto it, and it's made out of something. I don't know what it is. But for the most part, like after that, we started looking for, because what you had said, there's another piece of the puzzle that we can hopefully get out. So after, after
We
some
gave
deliberation,
you all the gold to go put your face in a face hole.
yeah, and then I had to give it back because it was apparently the key. You had to put the gold in the hole.
So we could find a map.
Yeah, well, while the map is helpful, we unfortunately had to instead of doing that, we had to go dig our way out. And that was through a bunch of
Rocks.
words: rock slide, collapse, cave in. That's the word.
Yes.
Yeah, it was through a cave in. So we managed to salvage 2 pickaxes, and then we got to drag a bunch of tables to help stabilize, so we don't have another cave in.
Yes. Yes, that was.
And we left off leaving the cave.
Did we leave the cave officially? We're in the
We
process.
were in the process of leaving.
Last I remember, we left like that actual area, and we were going to the cave in
Right.
because I had a pickaxe and I gave one to Echo, but I don't remember what he did with that.
The idea was to, open it up.
Mm-hmm.
So, with all that ahead, we pick up today's game. The 6 of you, slowly moving through the very tight crack that seems to be split through the earth. Going what you feel to be deeper and deeper into the bowels of this forgotten place. Being led in the front by Davari, and then in the back by Slate, as you guys begin to shimmy through this area, as we open up the scene here, allowing you guys to converse some on your transit to wherever this cave-in was.
Oh, it is quite tight, is it not?
I'm gonna choose not to answer that for the joke, darling, but it is a bit of a tight fit, I suppose.
She blinks at him, not quite understanding the joke.
It'd be nice if you guys helped me and Tanner making this hole.
We're on our way to the hole, as quoted in the story beforehand.
I mean, I can try. I am not very strong. I guess I am a little above average. I've got a little bit of meat on these arms.
Excuse me, but I'm gonna try a new voice for Nobu.
Oh God.
Nobu's gonna gently push aside Sienna and he's gonna say, "Don't worry, I got the muscles."
That's fine. Okay. I mean, like, I know that you have the muscles. I have seen you wield that sword. It is very big and gargantuan. I do not think I have ever tried. It's very hard.
What I'm trying to say is, you're just a little on the weak side. Sorry.
I mean, yes, I guess that is fine. But I mean, like, I feel like I can do like a couple push-ups right now. I feel like I'm pretty good at that. Kind of, sort of. Maybe, possibly.
We also only have the 2 pickaxes, so it's not a whole lot beyond that. The only thing you can help out with is maybe dragging some more of these tables.
That's what the idea was. It was to have Tanner and Rust use the pickaxes, while the rest of us kind of.
Yeah, but at that time you were the one there, so I gave the pickaxe to you.
Hey, I'm just trying to remember what we decided.
I think the tables were gonna be used to
Tables.
game.
That's what it was.
Yeah, we used the tables to help make support beams or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Which is what I'm assuming I'm dragging behind.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, much. Okay.
So as you guys continue to move, eventually you're brought to this wide open area that seems to be the remnants of an ancient dig site that pierces up far beyond anybody's natural vision, even in the darkness, as it looks to just go straight up what you can only assume either you guys went down, so it's just going up to the crust, or you must be in a mountain or some type of large rock structure with how tall all the rocks seem to be like on either side of you. Nevertheless, you start passing by like portcullises and beams and ancient decaying wood structures as you can begin to walk through a path being led by Davari.
Oh my god, this is all very interesting. Looking over all of these ruins. I wonder what this building was for, this structure was for. Could we not like stay for like a couple minutes or like few minutes just to just look around?
You want another one of those things to show up?
Well, no, but I mean, I do not see anything around. And I mean, like, there's just all these different things
If
around
nothing
here.
showed up by, after me and Davari went through here, I don't think anything will.
But I mean, like, this stuff looks untouched. Does it look untouched?
It looks like it's been touched by time alone.
Seems like this thing's been touched by time alone. Like, who knows when we might be able to see this again? Just like looking around, a little fidgety, and everything.
Well,
What's the matter?
Oh, I want to investigate. Just one of these things.
Not too many good things happen when you want to investigate so far.
yeah, darling, no offense, but I'd rather get out of here.
But this all looks so interesting. I mean, is this perhaps a... Does this look like it's a dig site?
It doesn't look like a traditional archaeological dig site, no.
Is that a site of something that I would know?
Yes, actually, this looks like it was a previous mine shaft. You assume digging up for coal, which has its own importance in its own right. And then as you're walking past, you're about like right down here. You can see this crevasse that continues to go further down from where whoever was here prior dug much, much further into the earth beyond your sight.
Let's just ignore some of the other things that are in this painting. Alrighty.
I wouldn't call it much of a civilization that was here. It's mostly for mining.
Oh, this is a mining. Oh, this is very interesting. What do you think they were mining?
Probably some of the common materials, coal and whatnot.
Have you come across any coal since you've been digging in this area? Or walked through it? I don't...
I haven't dug through anything, but what do I need coal for?
Fire? Steam?
Yeah, but with no materials, I got nothing to make.
Would since Nobu's family business is all about metals and ores and stuff like that, would it be possible to roll a history check and see what the significance of this place was, if it had any?
I'll allow that.
Okay.
So, Nobu, as you think back, your family has had a foothold in most of the metallurgy business since they've been here. Granted, they haven't been able to really invest in many different mining areas. It's been more so they've been buying from a seller to get their metals and then creating things with it that's been very unique. Granted, it doesn't go beyond your knowledge that there was many abandoned mine shafts due to either hazardous conditions, workers revolting against the leaders of the mine, or as simple as bandits taking over the mines. So all these things seem possible to you as you think about it.
Look, I'm going to be quite honest here. I think this place was abandoned because it was quite dangerous, especially seeing that this place is in ruins.
I mean, the cave-in happened up earlier.
I suggest we look for at least a sanctuary in here, a place to reside just in case anything goes haywire.
Well, I mean, if there was a cave-in, do you think... Is this place unstable? Should we be watching our step?
Look, or better yet, observe your surrounding. The mines are not in very good condition, so could happen any time.
Well, I mean, as long as we're up with all this open area, we should be good. That's when we go inside. They've been mining is where the problem should be.
So, Slate, as not too far off from what you just said. Like, you look around and you can see the material. It's thick stone laced with different veins of what looks like coal and other precious like materials, but it's compressed enough in this main open area that you don't feel like it's unstable in here. The only unstable bits are the wood structures, but that's just wood. It's probably the safest here compared to going into some of the more tight enlaced digs or holes.
So pretty much what I just said.
Yeah.
Got it. I mean, if you want, while we're digging through, you could probably come back here and look a little bit, but I'd advise going too deep anywhere.
Agreed.
Alright.
Though you should keep an eye out while we work on the digging.
And if you really want, there's a couple veins over there, which you might be able to get to, but we won't have any spare tools for that.
Who has the longest dark vision?
Davari. He's got like 120.
Yeah,
Device got 120 arc vision.
Oh yeah, because
I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Oh shit.
what's normal dark vision?
60.
Yeah,
60.
Got it.
That'd be me.
So, Davari. Is there any place that you particularly take more interest looking at, or do you just seem to walk towards the goal?
I probably just keep walking toward the goal. Yeah.
Alright, never mind then.
None of this interests me. I want to get out.
I mean, like, Sienna would be, like, stopping at seconds, looking over to certain, structures, and then looking and, and then keep going with the group, but constantly, like, just looking over. Oh, kitty.
Alright, so with Davari leading you, you all begin to go down a particular path that seems to be filled with a lot of hanging soot and different material in the air. As you walk up on what looks like they said, a cave-in. Like wooden beams currently are spewed out of the compound mess of different stones and rocks that, looking at it, kind of drops your spirits a bit just by how bad it looks currently. And then looking at your tools and then mentally going over in your head that this is going to take a while.
Well, this ought to be entertaining. About as entertaining as watching sand.
Well, it's something we gotta do. There's no other way out.
I know. Doesn't mean I gotta like it.
Aren't you used to that?
What, not liking something I do?
Yeah.
Big man, I like everything I do.
Well, that's a very nice way to look at life.
Bites my tongue, keeping quiet.
I'm gonna turn to Echo. Is she always like that?
Hmm? Like what?
Like what?
Never mind.
So, if all you're doing is mining, You guys begin to take the pickaxes out and, as promised, start digging into the cave-in area, trying to make purchase as best as possible. This goes on for about 10 hours until you get tired.
Oof.
Oh my. So, how long do you think it shall take, Mr. Slate?
They turn as they kind of do the Will Smith, like showing you what they've done, and they've taken out one boulder.
Oh boy, that is oh.
It's gonna be quite a while. But there should be plenty of time for you to go and explore that thing, I guess.
You want someone
Miss
else to
Beaming.
take a turn with that?
Well, as Mr. Nobu said, I am quite weak, so I think I'm just going to go investigate in some things. I shall be right back.
I don't
Not-
think going
not-
off alone.
Not by yourself.
Well, who wants to come with me?
I'll come with you. I
Oh,
at least
boy.
know enough.
Okay, she starts running off.
Not that way.
Oh,
That way, sir.
okay.
Well, I guess I'll take over for you while you go hang out with that one.
Oh boy.
I'll have you know I'm fairly strong.
Cena? How do you say your name, Phil?
Sienna.
Sienna.
So, what we're going to do here, since you guys are splitting off, the mining group is going to be evens, and the adventuring group is going to be odds.
Alright.
Alright, so, switching off, giving people a chance to rest, Davari and Nobu start to take on to the pickaxes and begin to dig as I think it's Echo and Rust. Sit
Yep.
here and Rust. Oi.
Well, I
you
was
thirsty?
one of the leaders, if that mattered.
Yeah, but you're not here.
Okay.
Oi. You think maybe we should pop into one of those kegs that we found earlier? Rust says to you, Echo.
Maybe a little bit's fine. We do need to save most of it.
I mean, we still got... How many did you guys get? I think you guys have 3.
3?
Yeah, 3 kegs.
I mean, we still got our 3, and then if we really want, we can still go for the others.
Well, definitely have to save some for the rest of us.
Nobu agrees to rest, and he's gonna say, "I'm quite parched at the time being."
Alright, we'll tap in.
Alright, we might as well use the one that already was scarred. As she moves over to reopen the hole that was there, it's like, who fixed this?
I did earlier.
Good work. Guess we could just open it up conventionally then. She would take the crowbar out and open it up. As Davari, you'd like take a couple of glances at what they're doing and watch them open up a keg, or a small barrel, that seems to be filled with clean water. Probably the first time you've seen clean water in like over 10 years.
Is that actual clean water?
Yeah.
Huh. Been a while since I saw that. May I have a sip?
Look over to the rest of the party.
After you, my good sir.
Oh, well, aren't you just a gentleman?
Hand me your skin and I'll fill it up.
And I pass it over.
I begrudgingly do.
Yeah. So, after filling it up and passing it off, you take a sip, and oh my, this is one of the most simple pleasures that a person can have that is just so cherished in a world like this, as the clean, lukewarm liquid hits the back of your throat and goes down and just starts to fill your body with forgotten energy.
Been a while since I felt that good. Thank you.
Well, we're hoping to sell the rest of them.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can see that working out.
So, meanwhile, as the camera moves over to the other two exploring.
Oh my gosh, okay. So, where should we start?
I would say probably over there, as I'd probably point over to the areas where it's less over where all the wood is. So more words.
So as Slate seems to push you along to... What are you trying to show her to exactly?
Something safer.
So yeah, he leads you over to the wall to show you one of the coal veins that seems to spread out from this wall, approximately like 20 or so feet, that seems to be untouched with time. As interesting as this is, it only holds your attention for so much.
Yeah. Alrighty, can I roll investigation?
I mean, you can.
But it's coal, so...
You find coal.
Oh wow, this is cool. She kind of looks at her hands, all black. Oh.
Why
Claps them
such a
off.
fascination with these minerals?
Nothing. It's just what I mean. They do match my wings, but that's besides the point. Is there anything a little more interesting around here? Can you see?
I'd have to give a look around. So another perception?
Yes, you can. You give a look around, but the darkness of the area is still kind of throwing you off. So you're only seeing within a small scope of what is possible. Sienna, you can make a perception if you want.
I shall. Yeah, that's about right.
As you see what looks interesting, it looks like some kind of makeshift steel lift. Maybe whoever was here used it to go down deeper into the hole that seems to be in the center of this room.
Oh, look at this. Seems to be something of a lift.
Be careful around that.
Yes,
Structures here are very unstable.
She saunters over to it. Doesn't get inside, but just looks at it. Oh, this is certainly something. Like she looks inside, seeing if she could see anything.
I need you to make a dex save.
I was okay. I wasn't getting inside it.
I
just
know you
looking
weren't.
inside. Okay, just making sure.
Am I allowed to help pull her back if it looks like she's tipping over?
Something else might be happening.
Make a sleight of hand with a DC of 10.
No.
So as you're watching, she just it's leaning over, looking inside the metal lift-like thing. As you hear a crack, and then a crumble, and watch as the rock that she was standing on just gives way as she falls in, basically hamstringing her stomach on top of the metal lift thing, as she slides in, falls in, and is now hanging in it over the chasm, about 15 feet away from the edge.
Okay, alright, hey, Mr. Snake, could you help me here, please?
Just calm down. I'm right here.
Okay, right, I mean, like,
So she's like 15 feet away from me, or she's 15 feet down?
15 feet away from you, hanging over
Okay.
the edge.
Okay, yeah. As I'll go up there and I'll, first I'll take a look around to see if any
It's
more
around this
structure-
time that both of you hear the sounds of like rocks falling into water from the hole. After about 15 seconds.
that's a long way down.
But luckily there's water, so it'll break your fall.
I don't, that's not, what?
He'll just give you a smile as he grabs your hand, holds out a hand for your other hand.
Okay, she will.
Before you do this, you would know, Slate, a lot of the rock around the hole is very unstable, as you don't feel confident that it would be able to hold your weight if you do that.
Okay, so what am I confident in doing? Am I able to do like some athletic shit, like throw her?
Well, you're not able to reach her, that's a problem.
Ah,
She's 15 feet over a hole, while you're on the wrong ground. So you're trying to figure out how you can get a hold of her while she's hanging basically over a chasm.
okay. So my image on this is messed up then.
I do have a rope in my bag. Could you, I'll throw you over a line and you can grab it and hopefully pull me over?
Yeah, but like I don't have the right image in my head.
You're on one side of a cliff. I'm hanging over another thing with an
Oh,
an
so
elevator
okay.
lift thing that would lower down into this hole. You're 15 feet away from me, so we can't reach.
Okay,
Mr.
yeah. See, I
Hobbs.
pictured you were on the edge, and I'm on the right. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. There's okay. That's a big
Beautiful.
It helps. No, but I have my own rope, so
Duh.
yep. I'll begin to untangle my rope as I'll throw you a line.
Okay. Do I have to roll anything for that, Mr. Knight?
No.
Okay. I catch it. Okay.
And as you do that, you feel a sudden jerk in the middle, that capsule that you're hanging in from the sudden impact of more weight being thrown on it. As you just hear the noise coming from just the bare movement of stuff affecting this thing. The rope that you're on obviously is very old.
Okay. Mr. Slade, please hold on tightly to that part of the rope, please. I'm going to hold on tightly to this part.
I got it. You should hurry.
Yes, well, I mean, like, this thing is very old. Okay, alright. Just going to start... Can I start trying to pull myself over?
As you begin to slowly pull yourself over, I'm going to need you to make another sleight of hand check.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay.
I knew you were going to be the first one to die.
As you begin to move yourself over, it seems to go well as the metal bucket is being a good counterweight, but you can just hear the subtle snaps and pops of the rope holding this thing, like slowly echoing loudly echoing in this area while you're pulling along.
Alright. Okay, let's just slowly make our way over. Everything will be fine, right? Yes, everything will be fine. Everything's fine. Gosh, I wish I could fly, but I can't because my wings are short and moldy.
It's around this point, it's another shudder as you drop another 5 feet.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Just hold on to that rope really tightly, Mr. Slate. I don't think I weigh that much. Just try to keep your
You want me to
footing.
start pulling it in? Would that help it out?
I mean, maybe. I feel like this thing's going to give at any moment. So I just need you to hold on and make sure you don't fall in with me. Okay?
And as you continue to talk, it seems like there's more snapping echoing around.
Okay, just keep pulling. Just pull.
We'll pull.
Alright, make a strength check. Slate.
There you go.
You have inspiration. You know that, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna want to do that.
Are you sure? You do
Yeah,
have a
I'm super
choice.
sure.
And
What a
then
difference.
finally, Sienna.
Yes.
As Slate just sets his legs into the ground and then wraps a rope around his forearm and gets ready to pull, I need you to just make an athletics check to hold on to the rope.
Oh boy. Alrighty.
No more checks. Live. Wait, you have inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh.
That helps. You're Slate trying to save your life, and you don't even want to be saved.
So, as Slate just pulls hard, you hold onto the rope and kind of jump with it. The impact of your jump pushing on the metal bucket as the, pincher of, extra weight into it just snaps the entire thing off. As you watch the rope holding onto it, it careens off into the side as the black bucket just falls into this hole. The sound of metal hitting on rock echoing for about 15 seconds, followed by a splash. As, while you're being hung up in air, Slate just starts pulling in quickly as you're holding onto the rope, and it just starts burning into your hands as you start gritting your teeth and impact hard against the stone, your stomach just laying on the edge of the rock. But with that impact, you watch as most of the rock on the edge of the cliffside starts breaking off a lot like how you fell before.
Can I start making my way back over to him so I don't
Yes.
fall in with the rest of the rocks?
I need you to make a dex save again.
Okay. Hey, I can't
For the
roll
love of
two
God, don't
ones,
fail
right?
again.
Okay, it's better.
As you quickly scramble against a stone, digging your nails into the rock and just getting as much of a grip as you can possible, as you throw and hike one leg up and lay on the ground and just begin to fireman's roll safely to the side towards Slate as he grabs hold of your shoulder and pulls you forward. As another chunk of the stone on the side just begins to break off and fall into the hole.
Whew. That was exhilarating and terrifying.
For now on, don't go near any more structures.
Yes, I understand. Thank you for saving my life, Mr. Slate.
It's not a problem. I wouldn't let you die here.
Oh, thank you. That is nice of you to say. Everything's
But
up.
if you want, we can always, take this crowbar and, kind of get some of that coal out if you want, huh?
She looks over to him. I mean, do you have any room on you to carry a couple pounds of coal?
Officially, I have 11.
I mean, maybe we could. So this entire endeavor was not entirely to waste.
So, as you guys begin to break off from that, you move over to the coal and begin to do as much mining as you can possible with